Well, yeehaw. Welcome, y'all, to a new episode of Totally 80s and 90s Recall. Get ready to rewind back the music, movies, and pop culture moments of the greatest 2 decades ever, the 80s and 90s. I'm one of your hosts, David, and saddled up in the studio with me, as always. You can't, you don't do this right, Rob. I can't get through, people expect this like hip, cool opening, and I can't get through it because you start laughing every time.
I don't know.
So let's try it again.
Okay.
And saddled up in the studio with me as always, the two-stepping cowpoke that is my good friend, good friend Rob, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so welcome. I thought I had something else.
Who is that? Is that Hank? It is Hank? Oh. I like that. It's groovy.
You. We're ready. Rob's ready for the country.
Well, on today's episode, let's drift away like Tom Sawyer and ride a raft with old Huck Finn. Let's take a nap like Rip Van Winkle, dazing and dreaming again. Let's swim across the river just to prove that we're men. Let's spend the day being lazy, just being nature's friend. Let's climb a long, tall hickory and bend it over. On today's episode, we're skinning cats, we're playing baseball and with chert rocks, and using sawmill slabs for bats. But if you walk away from today's episode hearing nothing, at least hear this. Let's play some back home, come on music that comes from the heart. Let's play something with lots of feeling because that's where this music has to start. But most of all, play me some mountain music like Grandma and Grandpa used to play. Then let's float on down the river to a Cajun hideaway.
It's a short intro today.
It was the short.
Nice.
That's right. Short to the point.
Yeah. By the way, Waylon.
That was Waylon.
It was Waylon.
Oh, I do like Waylon.
I thought you would have got that one.
Nope.
Oh, you really? Never heard that song until I played it for this.
I'm a little out of my depth here.
We're
today's
both
episode.
way out of our depth.
Yeah.
Well, before we get deep, a couple of things to clean up. First of all, we want to thank the guys over at the Canadian Movie Crew. They host a podcast called Or Is It? They made us a Wayne's World poster.
Oh, they did.
For last week, and they posted up on our, and it's awesome.
That's really good.
They had Brian Doyle Murphy as a leprechaun. It was was just great. They had Cisco and Eberts.
John, they have first name and John Cisco.
John Cisco and Robert Eberts. It was excellent. So thank you to them.
So good.
Also, if you're on our YouTube channel watching, first of all, welcome. We're happy to see you here. But our hundreds of people that watch it every week. But if you can see, I'm wearing this week a Space-Time Dimension T-shirt. It's also known as STD. This is for our friend D.
Yeah.
Over at Surely You Can't Be Serious Podcast. We've got a couple shirts each. We're happy to wear these. We're excited about this. And, we support STD, right?
We do.
And if they were able to make their way to the Northwest one of these days,
it comes here.
Rob and I would be front row and be happy to get infected with the aura and their musical acumen. We would just enjoy being infected by STD for everything that they do. So I can't wait to see them come to the Northwest one of these days. But sporting the STD T-shirts.
Yeah, we're
proud to wear.
We're happy to spread it as well.
Yeah, we're happy to
spread the word.
We're happy to spread STD around for D. I'm sure he'll be very excited about it if he listens to us. I'm not sure.
Even my my high school daughter, when you gave me the shirt, I was laying on the kitchen counter, and she got the humor.
Well, why wouldn't she? They made it bigger than the rest of the shirt. So, speaking of STDs, I think that pivots perfectly into this week's topic. So
we're talking about 80s country music.
80s country music. Awesome. Yeah. Before we kick into all that, we tell on each episode what we're doing the next week. Well, one of our devoted followers, longtime listener, William, he chimed in that 80s country this week. He's looking forward to it, I guess.
Because that's like his thing, I bet.
He's from Alabama.
Oh, boy.
I don't want to make stereotypes here. He likes other kind of music, too. But his comment here tells me he might be very interested in this episode. It says, now I guess I'll have to pop in my Ronnie Millsap cassette and get in the groove for next week's show. He said, and since it's 80s country, if there ain't some Alabama in y'all's lists, I'm coming to the Pacific Northwest, riding around y'all's neighborhoods with my windows down and blasting some Dixieland Delight.
Oh boy,
at full volume.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, he's gonna have to wait. He's gonna wait on baby's breath.
Baby's breath.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I mean, everyone should wait on baby's breath. So, okay, yeah, we're doing 80s country. Yeah, okay. Where are you at? Where are you with? Lead us in. What do you got on 80s country, Rob?
Well, we said earlier, I'm out of my league here. Country music was never my jam.
No.
And then 80s music was really not my jam. And my family didn't listen to 80s country. So a lot of what I have on here is, was introduced to me probably when I met my wife.
Yes.
So I learned a lot from her. So,
yes.
But yeah, the big thing for me on 80s country was I learned that there was a movement, the neo-traditionalist movement.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was kind of where you got your George Strait and your Randy Travis and your Garth Brooks and the class of 89 is what they called it. Garth Brooks, Alan Jackson, Clint Black. So that was.
And why did they pop back up?
Because, well, let's see if I can remember accurately. So
you have notes. You don't have to remember.
I have, but that doesn't exactly answer that question. So I'm trying to kind of piece it together. So what I have in my notes though is that in the early 80s,
yes,
there was kind of a movement.
Well, they called it it got tagged the urban country sound,
right?
Because it was very polished, very radio friendly,
and it was kind of after the Urban Cowboy.
Correct, after the movie.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The movie kind of inspired it.
Yeah.
And then you got kind of what they called some of the Rhinestone Cowboy stuff where people in the cities and stuff latched onto the country style, but it was more of the cool country style.
So the hardcore people didn't like it.
It got a
little traditional people.
Got a little too commercial.
So it went more back to a new traditional.
And again, we're not experts on this.
No.
So what I understood was we had the outlaw country in the 70s. Mm-hmm. Then it morphed into this urban country sound in the 80s. Yeah. Very produced, very polished. Right. And then by the mid 80s to the class of 89, like you said, they got back into the traditional style. Yeah. Steel guitars.
Right.
Just singing songs about, drinking and leaving your lady in trucks and all the stuff, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we know. But again, we're not experts. Because I'm with you. I know little about 80s country. It's a blind spot in my musical journey through my lifetime because I wasn't exposed to it either.
Yeah.
Handful of songs here and there. Mostly if it was a movie.
Yeah.
Things like that. Mm-hmm. Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah. And a couple of songs I picked.
Hee Haw.
Oh yeah. I remember Hee Haw. Yeah. Yeah, most of the songs I picked are songs that I remember and I heard and I think it's probably because a lot of them crossed over into that pop-ish kind of pop country sound, so we might run into that a little bit.
And I got some of that too. So,
my notes also talk about women were big. They got a lot of women big acts. So you had the Judds, Reba McEntire, people like that. Oh, the Judds. Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not me, Mom?
Why not?
Mama.
Why not?
Music videos popped up for country also. The CMT.
Oh yeah.
Well, it was originally it debuted in 1983.
Yeah.
Originally called CMTV. Had to change it to CMT because
too much
MTV filed a lawsuit for trademark infringement.
Oh, wow.
And then they said, "We'll just change it," and then they dropped the lawsuit. So
I remember CMT.
Yeah.
I remember that was one of the many channels we'd watch in the summer.
Yeah.
When we'd at your house or my house, that was one of
because
kind of late 80s or early 90s when
they'd rerun like Mama's Family and things like that.
Yeah.
Mama's Family. What else would they have? They'd have some shows, maybe some Andy Griffith. It was very specific.
I don't know.
It was very specific. Maybe some Fall Guy.
Oh, I like that.
Dukes of Hazzard, I think, popped up on CMT. But they had some reruns.
Yeah.
But we didn't watch a lot of the videos because we weren't, country music wasn't our
no. I don't even remember having family that listened to country. So
now I can argue against that. My aunt and uncle lived down in Roseburg.
Yeah, he was
every now and again when I went to visit them. So that's how I caught a couple of these songs. Yeah. But other than that, some of them, like you said, they popped onto like soft rock in the early 80s and stuff. And that's how or movies. And that's where where I got my exposure. A lot of it was from the movies. Yeah. So it seems like crossing into this like you said, Urban Cowboy style for the early 80s. And then there was a backlash. So then your George Straits and them come out with the, again, traditional style. And then you get the Randy Travises, the Dwight Yoakams.
Which is kind of interesting because now country music is kind of going back. It's having another kind of neo-traditional.
It's going back in
way,
time.
neo-traditional flow again. So you got the, I'm dropping his name, but we went and saw him in concert. He's a local guy.
Good one.
I'm having.
Yeah, he just did like America the Beautiful for the Super Bowl or something.
Yeah, he just wanted
Zach or
Zach
Bob.
Top.
There
Thank
you go.
Golly, I could not think of his name.
He's from here.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
Zach Top. Yeah, so guys like that are coming back and making kind of traditional country cool again. So anyway.
And not to alienate our country fans out there to listen to this week. But if you want to write down for your apologies later, maybe attributing STDs to country music is it maybe the best?
I like how you're quick to go. Oh, it seems like a quick. That seems like an appropriate.
Well, when I hear stories from Waylon Jennings and those guys about, I started drinking on a Friday in Los Angeles, and then Tuesday I woke up in Tennessee, and I don't know how I got there.
Yeah.
Feels like STDs could have been somewhere in that situation.
Yeah. STDs and a divorce.
You think Waylon was playing it ultra safe the whole time? I don't know. Just walking around with a bottle of Jack and just looking for,
those nights didn't end well.
I mean, they probably ended well, just if they can remember them most of the time. So, or they ended up, you wake up and you're like, why am I here with all these pop stars? What are we singing? We are the what? I'm out of here.
I know.
How did I get here?
We done lost Waylon.
Willie tricked me. Yeah. Willie and Kenny tricked me. They said this was a party.
I don't speak no Swahili.
What are we talking about here? All right. Well, we're heading back in time like we always do, but this week we're swapping out the pop and rock we're used to take a look at our favorite hits from 1980s country. Now, not only is this not our area of expertise, but actually it was for a long time not even a genre I was a fan of.
No.
Because to me, a lot of the 80s country sounded pretty hokey and twangy. And then you get towards the 90s, and really early 90s I didn't listen to a lot. It's not till the mid-90s when I got around my friends in the Air Force, and they were big country fans. And I'll fall back on a lot of the songs I'm listening to or listed on my list today. They exposed me to after the fact. So I never listened to the 80s. In fact, on my list, I can honestly say of my songs, I only know 2 of them from the 80s.
Yeah.
They're all from the 80s, but I have 2 songs where I actually knew listening to them during that decade. The rest of them I all heard later in the 90s or early 2000s from friends who were country fans.
Yeah.
So I'm so my nostalgia level this week is very low.
Yeah, I'm going to say...
But it's important for
very
us
similar.
to
Maybe 2 or 3 I remember hearing growing up, and but the rest, I heard in the 90s.
This is it's important for us to
we're branching out,
spread our wings.
That's right, spread our wings,
and experience different things. So I'm a little intimidated though this week. Our friends on Pop Culture Yearbook, Brad and Giff,
they're country guys,
80s country experts. This is what they grew up with. They grew up on farms.
Yeah.
So they grew up with all this. So I had been messaging them and I said, well, we're recording this. Yeah. I've got my list. I said, I'm nervous to see. I feel like they're going to be like, those aren't the good ones.
I leaned on my wife a lot for this one. She helped me out.
So, oh my goodness.
Yeah, she did.
So you
gave me a couple.
I was going to say, how did you put your list together? But you just gave yourself away.
Well, I picked ones that I remember. And then my wife was sitting next to me on the couch and she'd say, oh, you got to have some whatever. And she would name somebody. And then she'd say, oh, you got to have some. And then I would listen to their songs and I go, oh, I remember that one. I like that one. I'm taking that one.
That one's going in.
Yeah. So then I go, oh, I forgot about that one. So she had certain people that she felt like if we didn't have, it's kind of like our friend
saying about Alabama.
Yeah. That there were some people she felt like needed to be on the list.
Well, and I'll tell you, most of my list, I think starts to fade towards the later 80s. Because then that sound is what's starting to go into the 90s. Yeah. So that's probably why I like those songs.
No, that's a good call. Yeah.
I have some, but I have less early 80s.
That's a good call.
So,
Most of
and
mine are 85 or higher.
You're going to see as we go through, I have a couple bands omitted that I think some of our expert friends that listen to this are going to be like,
upset.
How are you going to leave them out? And when I discuss them, I'm going to upset those people even more, I'm sure. So, for me, I started with a couple songs I knew. And then I was just pulling, I got to be honest, I was just pulling playlists from the 80s and I'd listen to songs and I go, oh, I know that one now. Yeah. I remember that one. And I was trying to remember back to what my friends in Japan would be like, oh, you haven't heard this? You got to listen to this. And I'd come across a couple of them. I go, oh, I remember listening to that in his room. Or they played that at the club a few times. Or, That's so. Oh, people used to two-step to that one. I remember some two-stepping going on a couple of these songs. Yeah. So a couple of mine rock a little bit, which I appreciate. Yeah, because I like a little more of the rockin' country than the silly twangy country. So
no, and some of mine are. I've got one that is that I didn't know was I heard in the 90s.
Oh, nice!
But I didn't know it was a cover, and so I was like, I liked the 90s version, but so I picked it. And
very good.
I'll explain it later.
Yes.
But, yeah.
All right. So, anyway. Since we're both virgin babies on this category, crossover. You think we're gonna?
I don't. Maybe there's one that I think you might pick because it feels like a song you'd like, but the rest I think we're pretty safe.
Okay. I don't know. I've got one or two. I think definitely you could have latched onto.
Yeah.
One. Mine aren't. These aren't deep cuts either because of course I don't know a lot and so I'm not looking, and I listen to a lot of it. By the way, I've now listened to a lot of 80s country. I listened to a lot of it, but I didn't love all of it.
Yeah.
So and unfortunately I'm going to be misogynistic this week too. I don't have any females.
I do. Countdown. I have some females.
Good for you. Rob's representing the female culture this week. I totally omitted it.
I got quite a few actually.
Not good for the women's power movement in the 80s on Dave's side of the fence.
That was my wife's help because she's like, oh, you got to have. That's right.
So
I can only have 10.
Rob's going to end up with some Barbara Mandrell or something.
No Barbara Mandrell. I can tell you that. No
Barbara Mandrell. There's some good ones. No. So, all right. Let's jump down off those horses and get ready, right? Come in. We got to be done riding fences, Rob. Anyway, so we're going to dive into this. Yeah. You want to go first?
I'll go first. Sure. I'll go first.
So you're number 7.
7.
Well, thank you.
So good. So good. 7. Crazy.
Oh, listen to me. What I mean is, can I buy you a drink? Anything you please. Oh, you're welcome. Well,
don't think I caught your name. I sound just like him.
You sound just like
perfect. It's perfect.
I love this song.
You start George at 7.
I know, but and I did that because I didn't know it super well. My wife really likes
this song super well.
I didn't. The only reason I know it is because my wife would talk about it and she would listen to it. So
this is great.
Yeah. So this is called The Chair. It's George Strait, 1985. It's platinum certified. It's widely considered a masterpiece of country songwriting. That's something I liked about a lot of these songs is that they tell a story. It's often cited as the gold standard for storytelling in this genre. It basically follows a guy. He's in a bar. He uses a really clever icebreaker. Excuse me, but can I think you've got my chair.
Yes.
And this leads into, this.
And guess what?
Yeah.
It's never his chair.
No. And I was saying my notes says the twist is it wasn't his chair after all. I was like, you got me. The other cool part is that this song has no refrain or chorus. It's a continuous
story,
conversation that never repeats a line. And I think that's really cool. The songwriters were writing, and they talked about it was a fuel-assisted night of writing. One of the guys strums a chord, and the guy says, "Excuse me, but I think you've got my chair," and then the rest just wrote itself.
Perfect.
George Strait has cited it as one of his favorite songs. The album that came off of was called Something Special. It was the first album to be named Album of the Year by the CMA and the ACM in the same year, 85 and 86. Reached the top spot on the U.S. Billboard Hot Country Songs. It's rated number 24 on the CMT's list of the 100 greatest country songs of all time. Rolling Stone ranked it 124 on their list of the 200 greatest country songs of all time. And it was nominated for a Single of the Year in 1986. So
it's awesome.
Very, very popular song.
It's awesome. I love the
great
line.
storyline and the way he says, where he stumbles his words.
I love that. Yeah. Can I drink
you a bye?
Drink you a bye?
He goes, oh,
listen to me. I know. What I mean is, can I buy you a drink?
Yeah, super good.
So, yeah, that's a great song. You're up to a great start.
Yeah, I like that song. Thank to my wife. She helped me with that one.
Well, my first one falls into, I think, some of the Urban Cowboy stuff.
Okay.
This is an early 80s one of my few early 80s tracks.
Shoot me out flying down the highway, looking for the morning. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a better way
Eddie Rabbit.
for me.
He had a few to select from. This is my favorite one.
Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a sunny day.
Yeah, so you hit it. Eddie Rabbit with Driving My Life Away. This is one of the few. This is one of my two that I actually remember, and this played in my mom's car a lot. So I rode around and some Eddie Rabbit and Juice Newton. But like I said, they hit the soft rock station, so that's why you got to hear it. So this came out June 9th, 1980. Single began the peak of its popularity as a crossover. He began as a crossover artist. Very successful in the early 80s. He was labeled, though, country pop music, which he didn't like.
Yeah.
This was a number one hit on U.S. Hot Country Songs chart, number 3 on Adult Contemporary, probably why it hit the soft rock station, number 5 on the Hot 100. So it was popular on the 3 biggest charts. Song was nominated for a Grammy for Best Country Song. 1981 lost to Willie Nelson for On the Road Again. He was also nominated for Grammy for Best Male Country Vocal Performance, but lost to George Jones for He Stopped Loving Her Today. Finally, nominated for a Country Music Award for Single Record of the Year, but again lost to George Jones.
Couldn't catch a break.
Can't mess with George Jones that year.
Or Willie. You're not gonna leap over any of them.
What do you think that song's about, Rob?
Windshield wipers slapping on I don't know.
Sure.
It's driving through a rainstorm.
It's about being a truck driver.
Oh, God.
That's all it is.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's about being a truck driver.
Wow.
So, it was covered by Rhett Atkins in 1998 for the movie Black Dog, starring Patrick Swayze, Randy Travis, and Meatloaf.
I remember that.
I think so.
That was a truck driving movie.
Yeah,
it was.
I listened to it. It's not good. It wasn't as good. It's okay, but it wasn't as good as Eddie Rabbit. It doesn't have that panache that Eddie's got. The voice isn't right. So Eddie sadly passed away in 1988 from lung cancer. Actual last name was Rabbit, and Elvis recorded one of his songs called Kentucky Rain, and will go on to record 2 more Rabbit songs. So he wrote 3 songs for Elvis Presley.
The King.
The King.
Wow.
Well, thank you, Eddie. Appreciate it.
Oh, crap. There it is. Wow. Good job.
Look out, man.
I was not expecting an Elvis.
Back from the dead impersonation. Oh, thanks, Eddie.
Stop. All right.
So the way you were writing, are we going to see if Eddie Rabbit comes up later? So
no, I was just writing it down.
Sometimes you do that. Dang it! And then you're
I'm mad that I didn't pick that one because I like that song.
It is a good
That's
song.
one of the ones I would have heard when I was a kid.
Yeah,
growing up.
That's one of the ones.
Yeah.
All right, number 6.
Okay.
Memories stand clear. I know I'm leaving here a better man.
Oh, you're 2 for 2.
Knowing you this way.
Can't go wrong, Clint.
Things I couldn't do before, now I think I can. And I'm leaving here a better man.
Can't go wrong, Clint.
Yeah, I like that song a lot.
Yeah, it's good.
So this is a better man, Clint Black, 89. It actually on February 18th. It will be 37 years old.
Nice.
It was when it was released. It was the debut single for Clint Black. It's considered a kind of a refreshing take on a breakup ballad because instead of bitterness and blame, he's actually talking about how he's grateful. It's for the personal growth, and he's become a better person because of the breakup. It made Black the first male artist in 14 years to reach number 1 with a debut single. The last time that had happened was Freddie Fender in 75. The song helps solidify the new traditionalist movement. We talked about that. Kind of back to more of this rustic traditional thing. The parent album was called Killin' Time. Clint Black wrote or co-wrote every single on the album. It was the first time in history that a country artist saw 5 singles from a debut album all reach number 1. In country music circles, it's often noted that when Killin' Time was released, he was actually more commercially dominant than Garth Brooks, who came out about the same time. It won Single of the Year, for an ACM Single of the Year, a CMA Horizon Award, ranked as the number 1 country song of the year on the Billboard Year-End chart, nominated for a Grammy for Best Country Song, nominated for a CMA for Single of the Year and Song of the Year, and it's certified gold. I mean, it was a big old song in '89. So
perfect example of did not hear this song in '89. I heard it when I got the Greatest Hits album in 1996.
Yes.
So, and if people like what you just did, not the last time we'll hear from Clint today.
Oh.
So, artists we don't count as crossover. It won't be the same song.
Different song.
Different song. Nice. Can have the same artist. So, all right. Well, my first song was 1980. I'm going to stay right in that lane. I promise we'll get later in the 80s here pretty soon. But this is probably my twangiest song. But this is one where I have good memories with.
Oh. Looking for love. I like that.
Looking for love in too many faces, searching their eyes, looking for traces of what I'm
Dreaming of
hoping to find a
friend and a lover.
I'll bless the day.
Why do I know this song?
It's Looking for Love.
I know, but why do I know it?
You know it.
I didn't
Everybody
grow up with
knows
this.
it.
Yeah.
So this is Looking for Love by Johnny Lee. This is off the Urban Cowboy soundtrack.
Maybe that's why.
This just reminds me of the tumultuous love between Bud and Sissy, and them two stepping at Gillies, biggest honky tonk in the world, Bud and Sissy. So that tumultuous relationship, he threw her in the mud puddle at one point.
Wow.
And then after he throws her in the mud puddle, he says, "You won't get married." It was great. Love that movie.
Yeah, there you go.
So this is another one. I didn't know this in the 80s.
No.
I found it in the 90s because I think I've told this story before, but my friend in the Air Force, one day we were just talking. He said something about Urban Cowboy. And I was like, yeah, I don't even know what that movie is. You haven't seen it. He was appalled. I had not seen Urban Cowboy.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you got to watch it. It's amazing. And so he immediately went to the store and rented Urban Cowboy, brought it back. We sat down, we watched it. And then afterwards I was like, yeah, I got it. It's good. So, but this song's on there, and it was great. Recorded for the movie soundtrack. Then Johnny Lee put it on his own album because it was popping off. It was hot, Rob. Like your buddy from Scrooged, hot. Poindexter.
Yeah.
That's his name, right? Debut
Buster.
single, number 1 country song in the United States, number 5 in the U.S. Hot 100. So, like Eddie Rabbit, he crossed over. Early 80s had a lot of country songs on the Hot 100. I went and looked at it. Rolling Stone ranked it number 186 on the 200 greatest country songs of all time. Lee performed the song on an episode of Chips, which, by the way, is an amazing sitcom. Punch and John, can't go wrong there. It was also used in the TV shows Dallas and The Fall Guy. Right?
No, already mentioned it. Look at that.
You like The Fall Guy?
I had a Fall Guy lunch pail.
You did. You've mentioned that before.
Yeah.
You seem like
that's a core memory.
You seem like a Fall Guy guy.
Yeah,
right.
He had a cool truck. That's all I cared about.
So, well, in 2000, what do we got here? We got 2000 on the dot. Sawyer Brown covered this song. Oh. So, tell me what you think about this.
I was looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love in too many faces, searching their eyes.
Go ahead. Tell me what you think.
You know what I think about that?
Tell me.
I think about that's an example of where it's just a really good song, and I think Sawyer Brown did it well, but I think it's easy because it's a good song.
So I'll agree with you that it's a good song, but I won't agree with it. I think it's fine. It sounds like Sawyer Brown.
Right.
I just don't think it has the nostalgia of the 1980s version. I can't tie that to Urban Cowboy. Yeah. It just sounds like somebody doing a cover.
Yeah.
And it's fine. It's not something I'd rush out to get. So Song was nominated for the same 2 Grammys as Eddie Rabbit. Guess what? Lost. He got willified and jonesed out of them, much like Rabbit did in both categories. So,
Willified.
he also was nominated for the same CMA as Rabbit, but again, got jonesed out by George. So can't beat him. So here's a fact I find weird. The song was originally written by 2 school teachers about a classroom of 2nd grade children. Don't like that. They sent the song to songwriter because the song's Looking for Love. It's about second. Anyway, they sent the song to songwriter Bob Morrison, who edited and changed it somewhat. And then song was turned down 23 times before Johnny Lee agreed to sing it for the movie.
None of that made any sense.
None of it. I hate it all. That's literally what the internet says, is these 2 songwriters from Mississippi. Was it Mississippi? Yeah. And they wrote it, sent it to this Bob Morrison guy, and they said their inspiration was their 2nd grade students. So I don't have anything for it.
Okay.
So
okay.
Now, how do I really know this song?
I know what you're going to do.
Looking for love in all the wrong places.
Looking for love. That's immediately what goes to my mind.
I probably heard Wookin' Panub before I ever heard Looking for Love. And then when I heard Looking for Love, I go, oh, that's buckwheat. Now it makes sense.
That's exactly
now buckwheat makes sense to me.
I'm so glad you
Wookin'
played that.
Panub.
I'm so glad you played it. That's funny.
So, all right, but Looking for Love, very popular song.
All right.
So far,
well, I think we're doing good.
So far, we have George Strait, Clint Black, Eddie Rabbit, and Johnny Lee. I mean,
our friends got to be proud.
I'm not
podcasting friends.
We'll see.
No Alabama yet. So
they'll be like, they're like, oh, those songs are too easy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's exactly.
It's not going to be, I think, what we played. It's going to be what we don't play. And they're like, how could you miss this one? How could you miss that one?
That's true.
But the reality is, because we don't know 80s country, we're going to miss a lot.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
So time for you to not miss something.
Okay, this is my number 5 that is very, this is probably radio friendly.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we've been rocking all night, but don't you know you got to get me to the church on the Cumberland Road.
Is that Copperhead Road?
Cumberland.
I listened to another song called Copperhead Road.
Oh, yeah, that's Robert, no.
Here are doing only 95. What's the matter with you, man? I thought you said you could drive.
See, I like this because it's rocking.
Yeah, it's fun.
Like, I like a good, if I'm going to get a good, it's not twangy, so I like it.
Yeah, it's fun. So this is a church on Cumberland Road. It's by a group called Shenandoah. Came out in 89.
Not the shit.
The song was originally written and recorded by one of the co-writers for a B-side, but the producers said, nah, and then they heard it. Oh, it's probably a lead single. It's not considered. It's now considered a cornerstone of 80s country music. It's been called a, quote, a high octane barn burner. I like that. The song is it's about a man who is running late for his own wedding. So he's speeding on the highway. He's dodging smokies, which is the police, and praying that his old car holds together long enough to reach the church. Anyway, it was Shenandoah's first number 1. It was the first time a band's debut chart topper spent more than 1 week at the top. The song reached number 1 on both the Billboard Hot Country Songs album. The parent album, The Road Not Taken, reached gold status. It got an ACM award for Vocal Group of the Year in 91. In 2025, they released a revamped version with Nickelback. You get a chance to listen to that?
Do you have that?
I do have it.
Oh, play it.
Hold on really quick.
No, what do you mean? Hold on.
Okay. I'm getting it dialed up.
I want to hear this.
Okay, go for it.
But don't you know you gotta get me to the church on the
See if we can get some Chad Kroger in there.
But I'm not hearing Chad.
Hold on.
Billy's passed out in the back, but I think he's alive.
Is that Chad?
No, I don't think so.
Hanging over the side. Here we are doing.
I think you didn't cue
Hold
up
on.
any Chad.
We'll get some Chad in there.
Man, I thought you said you could drive.
Maybe we didn't get some Chad.
I wanted to hear the Nickelback
I
part.
want to get some Chad.
I'll
in there,
trust
but
you.
anyway, yeah. So that's and then it was this was the first song that the members of Rascal Flatts, if you know anything about them, that they ever performed together. I meant to ask my wife about this and I didn't do a lot of research. I'm sorry. Due to a massive legal battle in the early 90s over the band's name, they were forced to re-record many of their hits for different labels later on. If the version you're hearing sounds slightly off, you might be listening to a 90s re-recording rather than the 1989 original. So
there you go.
Apparently there was another band with the same name, Shenandoah, and they had a little quarrel.
All I know about Rascal is that they're flat. But
I saw them open up for Toby Keith in the Yakima Sundome.
Oh, that sounds like a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Were you happy with that concert?
It was good.
Oh,
Toby
good.
Keith,
rock the house.
yeah, rest in peace. He
Rest in peace.
He did good.
Did he rock the house?
He did. He's a good live performer. So.
Well, my number 5 definitely rocks out. You see if Toby rocked it as much as this one.
Well, my name is Bo Seedless. I drink a whiskey by the gallon, and I never back down, and I love a good challenge.
I don't know this.
What I do now is what I did then.
awesome.
I like to get down with all my rowdy friends.
Oh,
It's not that.
Now I can be sweet and I can be mean. I still got my hat and I still wear my jeans. My shades are chrome, my guitar's steel. If you think I won't, then believe me I will. Get down on you, baby, 'cause I ain't no rookie. I was put it apart and I was born to boogie.
I like that.
Oh, it's so good. So this is Born to Boogie by Hank Williams Jr.
They got to be
So-
happy now. We got some Hank.
Oh, yeah.
Hank in there.
That should count. And it goes with George Strait. But Born to Boogie, I remember this song. I haven't heard it in a long time, but I remember this in Japan. A couple of my friends were big Hank Williams Jr. guys.
Oh, this is a dancing.
We played this in the room, and yeah, it got played. They got requested at the club, and they played it. And there was some, it was some two-stepping crazies out there. So song rocks. A lot of people went nuts. They loved a two-step to this. Number 1 hot country song in the U.S. and Canada. Song was the title track to the album of the same name. Album won a CMA for Album of the Year in 1988, and this song was nominated for a CMA and an AMC for Top Male Vocalist and a Grammy for Best Country Vocal Performance. Lost all 3 of them to Randy Travis.
I was going to say George Jones.
Yeah, nope, it was Randy Travis this time. Randy came in and got it. So Leonard Skinner covered this in 2003, which featured Hank Jr. Sounds about the same, but Leonard Skinner style.
Yeah.
But he's on there. So the guitar's a little harder, I think,
Okay.
is really the difference I found in that. So song is about his colorful upbringing and rise to fame as the offspring of a famous country star, Hank Williams. Lyrics as now, before I could walk, I had a guitar in my hand. By the time I could talk, I had my own band. I went on the road when I was 8 years old. When I turned 15, I was stealing the show. So those
I
are
like
just,
that.
yeah. So that song's awesome. It rocks quite a bit, which is why I like it. It's got a good
That is a fun one.
Came out in 87, then it won those awards in 88. So a little more mid to late country
What did I
80s
read
for that.
That he like basically fell down a mountain, busted his face held up.
Yeah, he's okay.
That's why
He's fine.
you're such an ass. Yeah, he's fine.
He's fine. So
Yeah, that's why he wears the beard because
he's got enough. He's got enough money for reconstructive surgery anyway.
I guess.
Bo Cephas.
Bo
Rob.
Cephas, yeah.
So all right, that's my number 5. Born to Boogie. You need to put that on a playlist. That'll get you going.
That is a fun one. I like.
Throw that on the treadmill playlist. You'll
I stopped doing
get you.
that.
Oh, I didn't.
It's overrated.
I was on it this morning.
Good for you.
45 minutes. Thank you very much. Just
No.
to brag.
No, not me.
Did it all.
No.
So
No, I looked out there and I went, nope.
Oh.
You're good.
I look, I say nope, and then I have to go.
No, I don't go.
Because I don't want to be a tub of goo my whole life. So I'm trying to untub myself. So and then I drink a Red Bull. So that
Yeah,
helps.
there you go. Yeah, I'm down into
Sacrifices all the work I did. So
down in 2 banquets here.
all right. Speaking of tub of goo, what do you have for your number 4 song?
I win an award.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Taught up this song to sing. Roll on highway, roll on along.
There it is.
Roll on, daddy, till you get back home.
Yeah.
Roll on, family, roll on through. Roll on, mama, like I asked you to do. And roll on, 18-wheeler, roll on.
Roll on.
Is this,
I love it.
I assume this is Alabama.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Good job. Yeah. So this is roll on, parentheticals, 18-wheeler.
What's that song about?
Yeah, right. Alabama, 1984. It was released January of 84. It's considered one of Alabama's most endearing hits. It's often cited as a masterclass in country songwriting. Also, I like that. It's been called a quintessential trucker anthem that highlights the emotional toll of blue-collar life and the resilience of American family. And this hits home. My family comes from a line of truck drivers, which I thought my grandfather was a truck driver. My great-grandfather was a truck driver. My dad said had he not have gone into the service, he probably would have been a truck driver. The song is a narrative about a long-haul truck driver. He's just referred to as Daddy.
Daddy.
Yeah, they call him Daddy. Who leaves his wife and 3 children for a week-long run to the Midwest. Before leaving,
What was he hauling?
he teaches his family a song to sing whenever they miss him. So they sing "Roll on Highway, Roll on Along, Roll on Daddy till you get back home." Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
then
believe you said he left the family. What was he hauling?
it doesn't say.
Steaks?
But during a fierce blizzard In Illinois, his rig is found jackknifed in a snowbank.
It's tough.
The search is called off due to the weather, and the driver is missing.
Does he have chains?
He's dead.
No
The
chains.
family stays up all night praying and singing their song. In a classic country twist, the phone rings, and guess who's on it? Daddy. Hey, he
Didn't
lived.
die.
He didn't die. Yeah,
But his truck sucks now.
Yeah, it's all busted. It secured Alabama. It was their 12th straight #1 single on the Billboard Hot Country Singles. Alabama was everywhere. It became a defining song for the trucking community. It got ACM Album of the Year. And then the parent album, Roll On, won the ACM Award for Album of the Year. Album took home the CMA Award for Alabama took home the CMA Award for Entertainer of the Year in '84. It spent 14 weeks on the Billboard charts and peaked at #1. The music video features a scene where the mother gets a tattoo of an 18-wheeler. And in 1984, that was
impressive.
Edgy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Edgy.
Because
did that 18-wheeler turn into Optimus Prime? At least? Come on.
No, because in '84,
Optimus Prime was around.
Women weren't getting tattoos.
Of Optimus Prime.
No. Conservative country fans thought that tattoos were really for bikers and sailors.
Oh,
and
yeah,
so
of course.
To see a woman on a music video getting an 18-wheeler tattooed, that was
Sailors go port to port.
blasphemy.
Dirty.
Yeah. Spreading them
STDs around. See, I was right from the beginning. I knew it.
Oh, damn.
So, all right. So here's where I'm going to get assassinated in the comments this week.
Oh, boy.
Hate Alabama.
Do you really?
Hate it. My
Oh, no.
My aunt and uncle used to listen to this.
no.
I would not listen to Alabama for any reason whatsoever.
He's going to drive.
I know.
He's going to drive all the way to the northwest. He's going to find
This is
you.
going to go off the rails, but I think they're hokey and kind of cheesy. They're just those songs are silly to me. Song of the South and all that. I just can't. I can't do it. Sweet potato pie, and I shut my mouth. I'm like, who wrote these lyrics? Like a 12-year-old wrote these lyrics. So my hot take of the day is Alabama sucks.
Oh boy,
and I'm not a big fan.
Wow,
no Alabama on my list. I didn't even listen to them. So there's just not an Alabama song I can get into. I just think they're goofy. I see them on stage and
sometimes, folks, we just have to throw out hot takes out there because it brings the listeners in.
It does bring them in.
Yeah.
Anger or not. I just think I think there's
check out that podcast.
They're so safe. It's just a safe country band. You know, the whole family can get around the fireplace. Oh, come on, kids, we're gonna listen to Alabama. Song of the South. It's great. So watch a little hee haw. Some Green Acres.
Definitely. Yeah.
So I just don't
specific.
I don't love Alabama.
Yeah,
and that's because they were voted the most successful
they were everywhere.
band of the 80s.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they weren't a successful band. I'm not saying people don't like them. I'm saying I don't like them. So
that's right.
Yeah. So I'll get to hear about that one, I'm sure. Or maybe I'll get some people to agree. Hey, if you're out there, smash our like button if you also hate Alabama. So that's good. All right. My number 4, I said Clint, you mentioned it. You mentioned the song, and Clint's coming back around.
Killing time is killing me. Drinking myself blind, thinking I won't see that if I cross that line, then they bury me. Well, I just might find I'm killing time for eternity.
You know what I love in these songs, in the traditionalist movement, whatever they call it, back, that steel guitar.
Yeah, that's good.
This is my favorite thing.
Yeah.
When they in the background, and I like those guys because they just get to sit on a chair and they play that.
Yeah, they look really cool.
Thing. Yeah, they just so got to be a special.
They wear that little thing on their finger.
Well, they'll cut their fingers. I think, or maybe it makes the noise. I don't know. All right, this is "Killing Time" by Clint Black. Great song, but I didn't listen to the '80s, just like earlier. 96 greatest hits. First time I was exposed to it. Released July of '89. #1 country hit. #2 song of the year for 1989. #1 was Black's "Better Man." So there you go. He was 1 and 2. Rolling Stone ranked this 144 on their list of 200 greatest country songs. At the CMA's Black won Male Vocalist of the Year. Lost Entertainer of the Year to George Strait. That's valid. And this song lost for Single of the Year to Vince Gill's "When I Call Your Name." Here comes old Vince. Also nominated for a Grammy for "Killing Time" for Best Country Male Vocalist, lost to Lyle Lovett. So, Mr. Who was he married to?
It was Julie Roberts.
Julie Roberts. Yeah, Mr. Julie. The hair. He had the hair. So we've heard this before, Rob. This was the last song added to the album. Album was completely done. Clint said he and the songwriter friend Hayden Nicholas were driving north to Houston, and Clint was commenting on how slow his career was going. And Black said, "I hope it gets going soon because this time it's killing me. It's killing. I'm tired of killing time, right?" And as soon as he said that, they both looked at each other. Light bulbs went on, and they started writing the song in the car. By the time they got to Houston, song was done. They went in the studio, told the record company this has to go on the album. They heard the demo. Yep, record that, put that on the album. Got at the last minute, and became the name of the debut album. They had already had another name, which was not revealed to me online, but they changed it to Killin' Time because they thought it fit so well. And Clint was very excited about the Killin' Time title. So
I like it.
So we doubled up on Clint today.
I believe I own that album, but anyway.
Killin' Time?
Yeah, I think
that's good.
do.
I forever I owned the greatest hits. That's where I got all my Clint Black times. So, but he's great. So
he is good.
I've looked back on our 90s country. He shows up on all our countdowns on that too. So it's safe to say Rob and I are Clint Black fans.
I do like Clint Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife and I, we regret because he came through the casino just not too long ago. And we were like, oh, we should go. And we didn't. We didn't go.
Kind of like that Chris Cornell thing.
Cheap tickets. We could have gone.
But you did go to the Stone Temple Pilots.
We did. Yeah. Travis Tritt's come through.
Pick and choose.
We're thinking about going to Travis Tritt.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. Yeah.
His hair's tough still today. So I like
the fact that he can still grow it. Good for him.
He just keeps growing it. It keeps going back, but he just grows it down. So I don't know if it's a good look, but it's his look. What are you going to do?
Good for him.
So, all right. You're number 3,
My
right?
number 3.
Yep.
I'm keeping with the 18-wheeler theme.
Ah, we love it. Wouldn't be a country song without it.
18 wheels and a dozen roses.
Love it.
10 more miles on his 4-day run. A few more songs from the all-night radio. And he'll spend the rest of his life with the one that...
So this is one of the ones I listened to.
Yeah.
I had no idea what it was.
Yeah.
And it's one of the ones that is an example of the kind of country I don't like because it's very ring, twangy.
Yeah.
And anyway, but you tell. I like it. I think it's a very popular song.
But again, I think this is one that it was. I remember my parents listening to this, so I don't.
This isn't Barbara Mandrell, though.
No, this is Kathy Mattea. It's called
Mattea.
18 Wheels and a Dozen Roses. Again, great title. It's good storytelling. So it's considered one of the most iconic country songs of the 80s. It's often cited as a bridge between kind of that traditional country sound and the 80s country boom of the 90s. So it's kind of that midway. It does have kind of that old twangy sound to it, but it's got a new 90s sound to it.
It does, twang.
The song tells a story. It's a trucker. His name is Charlie. He's making his final run after 30 years on the road.
And he jackknifed in the snow.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
He's going to retire and spend the rest of his life with the woman he loves.
Nice.
So he's coming home with a dozen roses to the woman he loves. Yeah.
She's not there.
No, she's there. Yeah. No, it's a happy ending.
She's there with another man. Oh. That's how country songs go.
Yeah. Every light in the house is on. No, you took my car?
But that's how country songs go. Something bad had to happen.
Everything's good. This is a happy ending.
His dog's dead.
No.
Something's
everything happened well. Everything went well.
He's out of beer. No. Something's bad here.
The songwriters wrote the song about their real life aunt and uncle, who was a trucker, and he retired, and him and his wife got a Winnebago and traveled the rest of their life. So
nice.
Yeah, it became Kathy Mattea's longest running #1 hit, and the parent album Untasted Honey was Mattea's first to be certified gold in the United States. It spent 2 weeks on the top Billboard country charts. In 2024, Rolling Stone ranked it 176 on its list of the 200 greatest country songs of all time. I think it's too low. It won an ACM Award for Single Record of the Year, an ACM Award for Song of the Year, a CMA for Single of the Year. It was nominated for an American Music Award for Favorite Country Song, and it finished number 19 for the Billboard Year-End Country Songs of 1989.
Well, you were on fire early, but your last two songs do the wah-wah for me. So, but that's fine. That's okay. You got Alabama and her back to back.
I think the traditional fans on there will
they're gonna they'll eat it up.
Appreciate the effort that I'm putting forth there.
All right, this is my number 3, and another late 80s selection, if you will. One of my favorites, introduced to me again by my friends.
Addicted to a natural high. Don't know why it's appealing. All he knows is he's got to ride. He's addicted to danger, ruled by passion and pride. To Pain and fear is no stranger, but his lust needs to be satisfied. Hooked on an 8-second ride.
Oh, that guitar is great.
A little heart there. It sounds a little heart.
I love it. So this is Hooked on an 8-Second Ride by one Chris Ledoux. Not a ton of info on this song. Originally recorded in 1988, included on the album Chris Ledoux and the Saddle Boogie Band.
Wow.
Independent released album, recorded it themselves. So album didn't chart anywhere and none of the singles were released, so it didn't receive any radio airplay. No promotion, not on a major label. Label somewhat insured. Back in the 80s, they would make sure if you were an independent, you couldn't get on the radio because they would pay for their folks to get their singles on, and they kind of get pushed out. And so unless you came with some major cash, DJs weren't going to play you on the radio. So song was re-recorded and released again on his 1992 album, What You Gonna Do with a Cowboy, but song again was not released as a single. So again, it did not chart in 92 as a standalone single, but it's considered a live show staple, or was considered a live show staple amongst fans, and one of actually his most requested concert tracks. People really like it. Yeah. That guitar things we're talking about. So it was written by Ledoux, talking about his real life in the rodeo. We've talked about him before.
A real life deal.
For those that aren't aware, an 8-second ride is the best you can do as like a bareback or a bull rider.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that when I was a kid. I only know that because Luke Perry and Stephen Baldwin taught me that on 8 seconds.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I know it.
You know.
Otherwise, I wouldn't know the 8-second rule.
Yeah. No, my son has gotten into. He likes Chris Ledoux.
Oh, he's great. He's great. So, one critic wrote, "This song is the perfect example of the difference between country radio and country culture. Any true country music fan loves this style and type of song, but maybe occasional country fans won't appreciate it due to its absence on the radio and CMT. That's why it got lost. Yep. Therefore, just because it's absent from major airplay doesn't mean it isn't as country, or more so than half of the songs receiving major label backing."
That's a great point. I like that. Yeah. My wife will tell you that I believe she remembers watching Chris Ledoux behind the chutes at the Ellensburg Rodeo.
I saw Chris Ledoux perform. Chris and I started in the back of that concert. We ended up behind the chutes after the concert, but his concert, we were quite spirited. We pre-gamed well for the rodeo. We were in the very back row. By the end of the concert, we were in the second row. Dude was riding a mechanical bull on stage, singing. It was awesome.
I've heard that his stage show was legendary.
But R.I.P. to Chris Ledoux. He had some great songs. So, but that 8-second ride, if you haven't listened to that out there, folks, I would, and you're a country fan, I would cue that up. Call. Such a good song.
I guess I should have saw Chris Ledoux coming from you.
Yeah, I saw that. Love Chris.
Yeah.
So, all right, number 2.
This is my oldest song on the list.
Love it.
Here you go.
You want a man with a slow hand. You want a lover with an easy touch.
I feel like this has been covered.
You want somebody who will spend some time.
I'm surprised. I thought this was a 70s song.
82.
Nice.
I understand. When it comes to love, you want a slow hand.
Now, in 82, I have no idea what he's singing about. What the hell's a slow hand?
I don't know.
Smack her slowly?
No.
It's country song.
No, I don't know. That was released April of 82. It's considered a quintessential Conway Twitty track and overall country song.
Conway Twitty.
Yeah, the song was, it's called Slow Hand, Conway Twitty.
Best hair in country music right there.
The song was a little scandalous for the time.
They couldn't handle
it. The lyrics advocate for a lover who takes their time. It often categorized as a country porn or libido-stimulating music because of Conway's signature growls and the suggestive nature of the lines. Like, you want a man with a slow hand. You want a lover with an easy touch. I found one quote that said, "It's less about a specific story and more about a feeling, setting a mood where the world slows down and the focus is entirely on the partner's needs."
Wow.
Yeah. So I have a bullet here that says,
vibe.
Would one consider this a country booty jam?
I definitely would.
Yeah, there you go. It was originally a pop hit for the Pointer Sisters.
Yes. Thank you. I knew it was a cover.
It matters because it was a gender-flipped cover that worked perfectly. So while the Pointer Sisters sang it from a woman's perspective, looking for a patient lover, Conway shifted it to a male perspective, changing "I want a man" to "You want a man." Well, that's good. It was his last multi-week #1 hit on the Billboard Hot Country Singles Chart in 2021, decades after his death. Fans and family lobbied for an audit of his sales. I thought that was super interesting. Slow Hand remains one of his few.
Hold on.
Is it Pointer Sisters?
I want a man with a slow hand.
I gotta say, I kind of like this version better.
Easy touch.
I want somebody who will spend some time.
I mean, I don't mind Conway, but I kind of like the Pointer Sisters
Yeah.
better.
So anyway, so his family got together. They lobbied to have like his sales audited. Slow Hand remains one of his few singles to be officially gold certified, a status it didn't officially hold for many years due to forgotten accounting. So his family was like, whoa, hold up. Recount the numbers, found out that Slow Hand had never been really recognized for what it could have been.
Nice.
It reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot Country Singles chart and stayed there for 2 consecutive weeks. It is certified gold, but it wasn't recognized until 2021. So I thought that was super
nice.
interesting. So it was super popular, but it wasn't until 2021 that somebody finally went, let's give it the props it deserves.
So I don't love all his music, but 2 things I like. His hair is amazing, and his like his mutton chops.
Well, and that guy was a player, man.
And his name is Conway Twitty. What kind of name is that? That's a great name.
Man, that guy.
So that guy. Yeah, that guy. He got lots of. I think by the time the 70s and 80s were over, he had plenty of Twitty chalked up on the headboard. So
No.
plenty of Twitty.
I think he did.
So, he would have called it that too.
I think I mentioned it before here. Before.
fellas.
There's a podcast called Cocaine and Rhinestones.
Yeah, I know. You told me about that one.
Great. If you like long form podcasts, like every episode's like 3 hours long. It's crazy.
I could just see.
It's all about early like 70s, 80s country. and
Debauchery.
It is crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I can just see Conway. They're heading out to the bar. All right, boys, I'm going to go find me some Twitty tonight.
You've been 25.
You've been Twittified. You're welcome, darling.
Darling.
All right, my number 2. You had George at number 7, criminally low, because it's better than Conway and Twitty. But I got George at number 2.
Which one?
Amarillo by morning.
Oh, Amarillo. That's a great song.
From San Antonio.
Go listen to that.
Everything that
I love it. But
It's just what I've got on.
Wow.
I ain't got a dime, but what I got is mine. I ain't rich, but Lord, I'm free.
Great storyteller.
Amarillo by morning.
I like the breakdown right here.
Amarillo.
Here it comes.
Where I'll be. Amarillo.
Oh,
That's a really good one.
Amarillo by morning.
That's your number 2?
George.
Your number 1 has
George
got to
Strait.
be fantastic.
I'll explain it to you in a second.
Okay, all
So
right.
Amarillo by morning, George Strait. The thing about George is, the more I get into this, again, I didn't live until George to the 90s, so I didn't know these songs till later. So many songs to choose from in the 80s. I didn't even know where to start, but this has always been one of my favorites. So, but you chose The Chair. I looked at The Chair. Fireman is fantastic. I mean, there's so many songs I could have chose, but this one just sticks out to me. It's just such a great song. It's sing-alongable.
Mm-hmm.
I love that word.
Sing-alongable?
Sing-alongable.
I don't think that's a word.
But he needs no introduction. He is the undisputed king of country. Ruled the 80s for sure. Part of the 90s. Yes, I have him at number 2, as Rob said, even though he could have easily been my number 1, but I have a strong reason for number 1. I'll say right now, I don't know if number 1's a better song than Amarillo, but there's a reason it hit number 1, and you'll find out pretty soon. Hardest part was picking the song, like I said. I was shocked to learn this is a cover. It was first recorded in 1973. All right, I'm about to play you 2 covers because it was recorded twice before George got a hold of it. So the first one's in 1973 by a guy named Terry Stafford.
Okay.
And I'm just going to warn you ahead of time. Both of these, thank goodness George got a hold of this song because the interpretation the first 2 guys had, including a familiar face from today's show, it's just awful. All right.
I'll be bucking in the county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there.
All right, so that's the 1973 original version, which is it's rough. I can't even.
Yeah.
70. It's very
George's
70s
version,
sounding.
way better.
It's got those weird vocals in the back with the backup singers or something like that. Well, in 1975, my man Chris Ledoux got a hold of this song, but he did not do any better. I promise you. And I love Chris, but his first interpretation of Amarillo by Morning is also pretty rough.
When the sun is high in that Texas sky, I'll be bucking at the county fair.
It's putting me to sleep.
Amarillo by morning,
Come on, Chris.
Amarillo, I'll
He even sounds bored at the end of that lyric. Like, Chris, wake up. You're in the studio. We're recording.
Yeah, I
so
would
that's
say
his version.
George's version is the definitive version.
It was also covered in 1979 by a guy named Clifton Jansky, but no fanfare, and you can't find that version anywhere. I went on YouTube, so we're just going to pretend that sucks because I'm sure it does. So George got a hold of it in 1982, records it for his album Straight from the Heart. Only hit number 4 on the Hot Country chart, is considered one of Strait's signature songs. Now, I will not lie. I cheated a little on my vocal sample there.
Yeah.
That is from his Alive in the Alamo Dome from 2003 because I love that version so much. But the 1982 version sounds really good. It's just a little older sounding. You know what I mean? But it's still really good. So whichever one you like, go ahead and listen to that. I just cheated this. CMT named this the number 12 country song of all time, number 10 on Rolling Stone's list of the greatest 200 country songs of all time. And fun fact, despite being considered Strait's most famous song and one that is played most often at concerts, it is not one of his 44 number 1 hits. So Strait, by the way, was born in Poteet, Texas, which is outside of San Antonio. Why is that important? Well, me and my family, when we lived in San Antonio, we went to Poteet. Every year they have a strawberry festival. And we went down there. I got me a turkey leg, rode some
A
rides.
strawberry.
Strawberry festival.
Strawberry
Yeah,
festival.
down there in Poteet,
Poteet.
Texas. So if I got any fans in around Poteet, I've been to your strawberry festival. I had the shortcake. It was okay.
Would you recommend the Strawberry Festival at Poteet?
I wouldn't go out of your way. If you're in
Okay.
the area,
Check it out.
it's kind of like the watermelon crawl. If you're there, stop on by. But if you're not, I think they make a strawberry drink too. You can get. I had the shortcake. It was okay. I wasn't blown away. Not like the best strawberry I ever ate. So you know,
It's a strawberry.
Poteet Festival.
There you go.
Strawberry. Hey, guess what time it is?
Oh,
The cut line. All right, cut line. Very
Okay.
simple. We have our top 7 songs. So the two cuts we've each identified were the first 2 songs that fall off our top 7 list, and then we each have what we call an honorable mention. That's a song that maybe we've never heard before. Some of these we already hadn't anyway, or we haven't heard in a really long time. And as soon as we heard it, we were like, "Oh, that one, I like it."
Yeah.
Right. So, what's your first cut?
all right. Here it goes.
Why'd you come in here looking like that in your cowboy
That's
boots
too
and
high
your
pitched.
painted on jeans, all decked out like a cowgirl's dream?
That Dolly
Why'd
Parton.
you come
Yeah.
in here looking like that? Here comes my baby, dragging my heart behind. He's driving me crazy. Who says
like it.
love is blind? He's got a wandering eye and a traveling mind. Big eye.
She has a very signature sound.
She does.
Yes.
So this is a song called "Why'd You Come in Here Looking Like That." It's Dolly Parton, 89. It's from her album White Limousine.
Mm.
Limousine is spelled Limozeeen.
Zine. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you spell it in Tennessee.
Exactly right. Good job. The title White Limousine is intentionally misspelled as a nod to Dolly's rural roots.
That is correct.
It's how someone from her hometown in the Great Smoky Mountains might phonetically spell the word.
That is correct.
Look at you.
I know.
The song is about an ex-lover who shows up looking entirely too good.
Too good.
Dolly sings about a man who walks into a room wearing painted-on jeans and cowboy boots, essentially sabotaging her attempts to move on by being distractingly attractive. It's often praised for its role reversal, where role now is she's objectifying a man. Anyway, the song was considered Dolly's big comeback. She spent to kind of like a traditional route because in the 80s, it kind of became kind of a pop crossover hit thing. She teamed up with bluegrass legend Ricky Skaggs
Ricky.
to produce the album White Limousine. The album featured Vince Gill on guitar. There you go. Nominated for a Grammy Award for Best Country Vocal Performance. The video was nominated for a CMA Award for Music Video of the Year. It was nominated for an ACM Award for Music Video of the Year. It reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot Country charts, the Cashbox Country Single, and the Canadian RPM Country Tracks.
You imagine that conversation in the Smoky Mountains? Hey, Pa, how you spell limousine? I don't know, LIMOZEEN. You smart daddy. So anyway,
Yeah,
that's how we get to the limousine. Have we offended the Smoky Mountains today?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Look, we don't all think you talk to your pa like that, but maybe they do. I
I
don't know.
thought that was super funny.
So.
You pulled that out. That's exactly what it was.
LIMOZEEN. So, all right. Well, my first cut comes from 1982.
She's waiting for that moment of surrender. Her hands are calloused, but her heart
You're gonna like it.
tender. And I pray that someday I will find me a redneck girl. Oh, give me a redneck girl.
Oh, baby.
Do we know who that is?
I do know who that is. I have it written down, Rob.
It's not
anybody you know.
It's not anybody.
So this is Redneck Girl by the Bellamy Brothers.
Dang it.
There you go.
No, I don't know them.
Released September 1982. It's an older song, but I remember this playing from time to time, again in Japan. They played it in the bar once in a while. Again, people like two-step into this. Number one on the Hot Country Songs chart. It was covered by Blake Shelton in 2007 for a TV movie of Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, wow.
Terrible. I listened to it. Absolutely awful. I was like, go back to the drawing board there, Blake. So that song was not meant for him. However, in 2020, Tim McGraw teamed up with the Bellamy Brothers, and he covered it, and it's actually pretty good.
Coyotes howling out on the prairie. Birds come blue, and then comes marriage. And I pray that someday I will find me a redneck girl.
It's not bad.
I actually kind of like it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I think Tim teams well with the Bellamys there.
Yeah.
And there's some extra guitar in the background I actually liked that wasn't in the original.
Almost like that version better.
I don't know better.
Yeah.
The other one's nostalgic, so
Yeah.
I'll go with that. Song and album produced by Jimmy Bowen. Why is that important? Well, this guy seems like country royalty. He produced albums in the 60s for Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., but then the 70s and 80s produced for Glenn Campbell, Kenny Rogers, Hank Williams Jr., the Oak Ridge Boys, Reba, George Strait, Kim Carnes, Garth Brooks, and the slow hand himself, Conway Twitty.
There he is.
There he is. He also introduced digital technology to Nashville and helped modernize the country sound.
There you go.
So thank you for that, Jimmy Bowen. Yeah, that's his name.
Jimmy Bowen.
Yeah, I mean, the internet told me that. It's not like I had that knowledge in my head. I could have, but I didn't. So
Everybody at home's like, what?
wow, how did he know that? I watch a lot of Jeopardy.
That's it.
Who is Jimmy Bowen?
I'm done.
Wait a
This
minute.
whole podcast is sham.
He's just looking on Wikipedia. What? So, all right. What is your second cut? What did you think of Redneck Girl?
I like it.
Have you heard that before?
I'd never heard it.
Nice.
I really like
it's
it.
It's a good song.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
all right. Your second cut. It stopped. False start.
She just started liking cheating.
Your hand was too slow on that one.
And what's bothering me?
Is that John Anderson?
I don't know if it's
Good job.
Well,
It's
his
hard to-
voice.
or just the melody.
I don't know this John Anderson.
I've never had any reason to doubt her. As far as I know, she's been true.
I just love
Maybe she's had
Yeah.
the way he sings.
He's got a
Is
great
so
delivery.
weird.
Yeah.
but it works good.
Yeah. This is called She Just Started Liking Cheatin' Songs. It's 1980, released March of 80. Considered a classic from
Hey,
a
wait.
country.
You said You said the one earlier was your oldest song. This is
I know
1980.
they're both from 80, I guess. Yeah. The song is told from the perspective of a worried husband. He noticed that his wife has suddenly developed a deep interest in cheating songs, sad country songs about infidelity. He's plagued by a specific anxiety. He can't tell if he simply enjoys the melodies or if she's starting to relate to the lyrics. It's considered a song that paved the way for future traditionalists like George Strait and Randy Travis. The parent album only peaked at number 61 on the Billboard Top Country Albums chart, but it was a big debut as it released 6 different singles over 2 years. It reached number 13 on the Billboard Hot Country Singles and Tracks chart. He would win the CMA New Artist in '83. So a couple years later, he'd win the New Artist Award. He was inducted into Hall of Fame, Country Hall of Fame in 2024, and he's in the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame. The reason why I picked it is Alan Jackson has an album called Under the Influence. Came out in the 2000s or something. And he covers all these classic country songs. And this was one of them. And I really liked it. And so I found the original and I go, oh, I like that song. So that's why I picked it. That's why it's in my cup, because it's not, I didn't hear this version in the 80s, but I heard Alan Jackson's version. And so I'm paying tribute to
By the way, totally off the subject of what we're talking about today.
Yeah.
I got this Red Bull for the first time ever. It's called iced vanilla berry. So for the one person out there that'll care about this, it's terrible. Don't drink this. The tastes
You don't like it?
The tastes do not combine well. The iced vanilla with the berry.
Why did you pick it?
Tough. I never had it. and vanilla and berry kind of sounded like it might work.
Doesn't work.
It's tough. But yeah. So if you're shopping for Red Bull, I'd avoid the iced vanilla berry.
Is that a Red Bull product?
No, it's Red Bull, the iced edition, Rob.
Oh,
yeah. It's got the bull right on the side.
Okay.
I was hoping to get some wings for today's show, but thus been denied at this point. So, all right, time for my second cut. You mentioned him earlier, and you mentioned that you might go see him in concert.
I'm a member of the country.
Oh, yeah.
Country music is what I love. I drive an old Ford
Pickup truck.
Yes, I do.
I do my drinking from a
Dixie cup.
Hey, I'm a bona fide dancing fool. I shoot a mighty mean game of pool.
Mighty mean game of pool.
That's a good song.
I'm a member of a country club.
That's a good song.
All right, so that's Country Club by Travis Tritt. This was released August 7th, 1989, my birthday, Rob. So for no other reason, Travis would have made it. But I do like this song. Hit number 9 on the country charts. This was his first song off his debut album. Song is a bit of a play on words. Song has to do with Tritt being interested in a little bit of a hoity-toity girl at a country club, but she says, I only date members of said country club. So Tritt responds by saying, I am a member of a country club because of my love of country music. Here's how you know, because I play pool. I
drink
dance,
from a Dixie cup.
I drink from a Dixie cup. I spell limousine, Z-E-E-N. That's how we know I'm a member of a country club right there. So since it's from 1989, it's no surprise I like it. It's starting to get some of that early 90s country sound to it. But since I wasn't listening to country in 89, I didn't hear the song till the mid-90s. But it's got a good beat, very danceable. Again, very two-steppable. Internet research tells me Alan Jackson cut this track before Tritt. I looked everywhere, could not find it, so I'm assuming Jackson never released it or it didn't make it way into the world. But they said Jackson cut it, he recorded it, but it never materialized, and it got passed over to Tritt, and Tritt's like, sure, I'll record it. So, and then there you go.
Interesting.
History made. Travis, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, all right. And I'm sure Travis would not drink the iced vanilla berry Red Bull because the flavor it's leaving in my mouth is despicable. All right. So, time for your honorable mention.
All right, here it goes.
Oh, it
what
almost
is going on
sounds
here?
like you're digging up bones, Rob.
You know this one?
Yeah, I've heard this. Randy Travis.
I never heard this.
How have you never heard this?
I did. That's why I put him out on my mention.
Literally like his most famous song.
Things that's better left alone.
It's fantastic.
It's a good song.
I'm resurrecting memories of a love that's dead and gone. Yet tonight I'm sitting alone,
Digging up bones. This is a slow two-step song. I've heard this in the club quite a bit. Here's the thing with Randy Travis. This is a good song, and the writing's good, and the sound is good. I can only take Randy's voice for so long. Randy and Vince Gill, I can just take them in like in parts. I can't listen to 5 songs in a row.
I really like this song. I'd never heard it before. Again,
but it's a good song.
This shows my, I didn't know. Yeah, people like my wife and our podcasting friends were like, oh, do you ever know your song?
How did you not have that?
Anyway, this was released August of 86. It's considered a cornerstone of the new traditionalist movement. Before the album's released, I didn't know this, Travis was performing under the name Randy Ray.
Good for him.
Yeah. And his label came in and said,
that sucks.
Let's go with Randy Travis.
Let's do something else.
The song is about the painful, almost obsessive ritual of mourning a dead relationship. So he stays up, sleepless nights. He's exhuming up the past, pulling out old photographs, jewelry, and love letters. So he's digging up bones, right? Randy Travis was drifting towards a pop. Before Randy Travis, country was kind of going to this pop country thing, or an urban country. We talked about it, urban cowboy sound. He was famous. He was famously rejected by every major label in Nashville for being too country.
That's tough.
Yeah. Digging Up Bones kind of said, prove the industry wrong. It became a #1 hit. One of the song's co-writers, his name is Al Gore. I thought that was interesting. It's not the Al Gore.
Al Gore.
Nope. Different one. Yep.
The guy who invented the internet.
Nope. That's right. He did. His producer over the one recording, Randy Travis and his producer thought, if we get 50,000 copies, we're going to be stoked.
Yeah.
And then we'll have enough money to make a second one. Yeah, it went on to sell 3 million copies. So,
pretty good.
Yeah, they did okay.
Yeah.
Reached the top of the Billboard Hot Country Songs in the U.S. and Canada. The Parent album took home Album of the Year in 1986 and took a CMA Horizon Award, which I had to look it up. The CMA Horizon Award recognizes promising emerging artists. So it's basic. It later became the New Artist.
Clint Black also won that award.
Yeah, it became the CMA New Artist Award. Randy Travis would take home a Grammy for Best Male Country Vocal Performance in 87 for Always and Forever. Everybody knows that one. But critics will cite Digging Up Bones as the song that kind of got the momentum going for old Randy Travis.
That's good.
So, yeah, there you go.
I knew that one for sure.
Yeah.
So, all right. My honorable mention, song I had not heard before, but much like Born to Boogie with old Bo Cephas, the song rocks.
Well, wouldn't it surprise her? I got a sympathizer as long as these bottles hold out. Well, I'm sitting on the bar stool acting like a darn fool. That's what I'm doing today.
I like this song.
And I'm sitting
so
here
good.
drinking, trying to keep from thinking I'm boozing my troubles away. And I couldn't make her stay. Well, doggone her anyway. You can't say that I didn't try.
It's good.
Pour me another one. I'm finished with the other one. I'm drinking my baby goodbye.
I'm drinking my baby goodbye.
Listen to this. Oh,
Look at that.
pour me another one. I'm done with this one. Oh,
I'm
such
drinking
good.
my baby goodbye.
That's the name of the song.
I
Drinking
like
My
that.
Baby Goodbye by the Charlie Daniels Band. I never heard this. That's great. I'm
That's
gonna listen
really
to this
great
a lot.
song.
Released in 1986, number 8 on the country songs chart. Daniels wrote the song himself. He released it again in 93 in his greatest hits album, and there's literally no more information to be had on that song anywhere. So that's all you get. Other than I love it, and it's great.
It's
So,
really good. Yeah. That's
just-
one
it
that I
rocks.
could see if you were in a bar.
Oh,
Things are lulling a little bit. You kick
Yeah.
that one on, place goes
nuts.
nuts.
That
Yeah.
song's great.
Yeah, it's really,
I can't
like
believe
it.
I'd never heard it before, as fun as it is. It's awesome.
My son also likes Charlie Daniels.
Charlie Daniels
He
really
likes
good.
him. Yep.
Yeah, sitting on a bar stool, acting like a darn fool.
Fool.
Oh, I love the whole chorus is
Yeah.
spectacular.
That's good.
I still like the pour me another one. I'm done with this one. Drinking my baby goodbye.
I like that line.
so.
Drinking my
It's really
baby
good.
goodbye.
So,
That's really
all right, the time has come. Drum roll, please.
good. All right.
The one and only number one song that you chose this week that was better than "The Chair" by George Strait.
There you go.
I'm singing Hellfire Up,
You failed miserably.
Hellfire Up.
Oh, come on now.
Did you put the part in?
It's coming. Here it comes. Here it comes.
I hate it.
Giddy up,
Mama.
giddy up.
There it is.
So, what again? To get vitriol hate online, what I said about Alabama times that by 6, and that's how I feel about the Oak Ridge Boys.
That's the only song I know by the Oak Ridge
It's
Boys.
so bad.
I know nothing about.
Why do you like that?
That song brings back memories, man. I can remember my dad singing
I
that
gotcha.
on the radio, and we just laughing because he thought he's trying to do the deep parts.
If you like it because it's funny, then
Yeah.
I can go with that.
No, it's a clever song. It's an enjoyable song. You can
just
sing
don't
along
like
to it.
The Oak Ridge Boys fall in that same category for me as Alabama. And again, they're the two groups that ruled the 80s, but I can't do it. I remember that from the radio too.
Yeah.
I just don't love it. But you know what? You tell us why you like it.
I do. I like it. This is Elvira, Oak Ridge Boys, 81. It was the lead single from their double platinum album, Fancy Free.
Fancy.
One critic wrote, Elvira is one of those rare tracks that transcends its genre, becoming a permanent fixture in the American pop culture lexicon. I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
While many associate exclusively with the Oak Ridge Boys, the song actually had a life of its own before they covered it. So a guy named Dallas Frazier, it was the original song, was written and first recorded by him in 66. His version was a minor hit, got to 72. Kenny Rogers did it before he was a solo star. He was in a group called The First Edition.
Ooh, very good.
Yeah. and they recorded it in 70. And then a guy named Rodney Crowell did it in 78.
Wasn't Bobby Brown in first edition too?
No,
oh wait, that was new edition. My bad.
Yeah.
Wasn't Kenny Rogers in new edition too?
We did.
I think we've had this conversation before.
We did, yeah. Despite the lyrics, it talks about a woman with eyes that look like heaven and a heart as cold as ice. The song isn't actually named after a person. The songwriter wrote it after seeing a street sign for Elvira Street in East Nashville. And he thought it sounded like a great name, so he wrote a song about it. It didn't just top the charts. It climbed all the way to number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100. Number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100.
I got you.
It cleaned up during the 81-82 award season, so it took home a Grammy Award for Best Country Vocal Performance by a Duo Group, a CMA Award for Single of the Year, an ACM Award for Single of the Year, and it was one of the few country singles of that era to be certified platinum for selling over 2 million copies.
Gotcha.
So,
look, I know it's popular. I know it's famous, and I'm not saying that they didn't make a lot of money off it. I just don't enjoy it. It just sounds so goofy. It's a goofy song to me. So, all right.
Fun,
well,
though.
my number one comes from the Gambler himself.
Oh,
And he's at number 1 over George.
Yeah.
I would argue again, Amarillo might be a better song, but this has a place in my soul and my heart.
Yeah.
Personally, for this song, I don't know if you're even going to like it. I don't know if anybody else is going to like it, but I love it.
That tricks you into leaving every time. Love will turn you around.
That's a good song.
Turn you around. Well, it's your heart that talks you into staying where you are. Love will turn you around. Turn you around.
I like the breakdown right here.
oh, bass. Look at that. Oh,
All right. So this is Kenny Rogers.
okay.
This is Love Will Turn You Around. All right. This was released in 1982. It's from his album of the same name and where I know it from. It's on the soundtrack, and the song title of the movie plays twice in the movie, Six Pack. When I was a kid, this played on HBO all the time. I watched this movie over and over for no apparent reason. Brewster Baker is what they call him. So this is the number 1 hit on country chart, adult contemporary chart, and number 13 on the U.S. Hot 100. Nominated for a Grammy for Best Male Country Vocal. Lost to Willie Nelson again. Got willified.
Wow.
Always on my mind. So took him out. Anyway, Six Pack.
That's a race car movie.
Movie fantastic. Yeah. His name's Brewster Baker. He's a race car driver going city to city, driving his Winnebago. It's got Aaron Gray, got Diane Lane, got Anthony Michael Hall, one of his first movies.
Wow.
They are they're a bunch of kids that they're a family, but they have no parents, and they're going around the country. And Diane Lane's 16; she's like being a prostitute, and it's not good, that part. But they get hooked up. They start stealing parts at race car things, but then they actually hook themselves up with Kenny Rogers, Brewster Baker, and they become his pit crew. And it turns out Anthony Michael Hall, the other big kid, and a couple others, they're geniuses with fixing cars. They make him faster. He wins a couple races, but then there's some stuff. The cops want to arrest the kids. There's all these things, but eventually Kenny gets married to the girl from the bar, Aaron Gray. They adopt the kids. They buy a home. It's a happy ending. I've watched that movie so many times.
Like the Bad News Bears of NASCAR racing.
Maybe. And by the way, there was no tomato meter on it. It didn't have any reviews that way, but popcorn meter was 72%. So I'm not the only person that likes that movie. Yeah. It's hard to find, but for those of us that were there in 1982, I just watched that movie so much. That song is ingrained in my head. It plays at the beginning of the movie, plays at the end of the movie. I love it. And
you know what I remember about that movie the most was the poster.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a cartoonified. They're by a race car. I remember that. Yeah.
But that's why it's my number 1 song, because nostalgically, like I hear that, it takes me back to being like 7 years old. I'm just parked in front of the TV watching HBO and like, oh, Six Pack's on. I got it.
That's the thing with this playlist, though. I think for a lot of people, it's nostalgia.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
going to be.
It hits home. People remember.
All right. So those are our lists.
I like it.
Representing 80s country.
I think we did good.
I think we did all right.
I think we did all right.
We'll find out.
I think the Alabama fans are going to come.
The Oak Ridge. How about the Oak Ridge boy fans?
I know they're going to
come for me. I just don't like Alabama. You're not going to convince me. 3 things I found out I don't like today: Alabama, Oak Ridge boys, and iced vanilla berry Red Bull. So stay away from that. Maybe we can get some of that to Alabama. All right, fans, we'd love to hear from you. Connect with us on social media. You can reach out and let us know what you thought of our 80s country list. If you've got some other hits, there's probably thousands. Let us know what you like the most, and maybe we'll talk about it on an upcoming show. If you'd like to message the show, we have a voicemail box open now. Feel free to call. Feel free to tell us how Alabama's great and how I'm really dumb for saying that they're bad. So, and if you enjoyed today's musical samples, I think we actually have a really good playlist here. If you like 80s country and you want to hear the full songs, check out the show notes. We got playlist links, Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon. Also, before I turn it over to Rob, quick shout out to some listeners that have reached out to the show lately. We have Melissa all the way from Australia sent us a list of the top singles for our Billboard 86 episode. I had mentioned I wondered what kept In Excess out of the number 1 spot. It hit number 2 in Australia, and it looks like I Got You Babe by UB40 featuring Chrissy Hynde was the culprit of keeping In Excess out of the number 1 spot.
That seems wrong.
It's a Sonny and Bono cover by UB40 with Chrissy Hynde.
Wow, okay.
Interesting. I listened to it. So it's about what you'd expect. Johnny,
number one worthy?
No. Well, maybe in Australia. I can't speak for them. We had a Johnny G. He let us know the pod's awesome. It brings him a lot of joy. And Chris N., he said a year behind, but he's catching up fast and thanks us for the show each week. So we want to thank those listeners for reaching out to the show. I've read all your stuff. I've responded. We're so glad you enjoy every week with Rob and I. We're here to keep it fun, keep it friendly, and stay away from the iced vanilla berry Red Bull. We're here to help. We're also here to help.
I don't remember his name, but on Podbean, one of our, it was about our Wayne's World episode.
Yes.
And he just said, showing.
Showing.
That's all it said.
That's all you need.
Good job, buddy.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. The Total 80s and 90s Recall team wants you to know this podcast is the perfect complement to your listening experience and the perfect antidote to modern life. The Total 80s and 90s Recall team also wants you to know that if all of your exes live in Texas and you believe that a country boy can survive, visit us at Total 80s 90s Recall at podbean.com. And the Total 80s 90s Recall team wants you to know that as long as old men sit and talk about the weather, and as long as old men sit and talk about old men, we're going to love you forever and ever. Amen. So send us an email at 80s90srecall at gmail.com. And don't forget, let the Total 80s 90s Recall team help you appreciate the present by indulging in a healthy dose of the good old days.
Isn't it as long as the women talk about the old men?
What did I say?
The men talk about the old men.
I don't know. Yeah, it's as long as the women sit and talk about old men. I misspoke.
Why would the men talk about old men?
They don't know.
It's already them. They're talking about themselves. They're senile. That's why they're old. It's like us.
Know.
It's like us, Rob.
Yeah, we don't know.
We start talking about the same things over and over again, too.
That's all we do.
4 years into this, I think I've told this story. The listener's like, yeah, like 4 other times. Thanks.
Yeah, stop me if I've told this story before.
Appreciate it. So, hey, if you'd like to help the show grow, we say this every week. You know what to do. Give us 5 stars. Leave a comment. We read all the comments. We respond. We love them. Hit us up. Let us know what you think of the show. We'll have some fun back and forth. Have a little banter, if you will.
Yeah, banter.
So I would like that. We can vamp with the audience. Yeah. So we get excited.
What with the audience?
Vamp.
Vamp?
Yeah. You don't know what that means?
No.
That's
a word?
You might want to look that one up, Rob. And
Vamp?
if you want to not miss any episodes, subscribe to the podcast, share it with a friend. Everybody says this every week on every podcast. I think this is the part of the show where people start to zone out, or if they get a phone call, they turn this part down to talk to whoever on the phone. So, but anyway, Rob, it is time for your closing thoughts.
All right. So you've already covered all your learning today. You recapped it like 3 times.
No, tell us again.
So what we learned today is that David hates Alabama, the group, not the state. You might hate the state.
I don't hate the state. I've been in the state multiple times.
Great state.
I actually went to when I was at Maxwell Air Force Base, just off base in the big city. I think it's Birmingham. I have to forget. But anyway, Sunshine Barbecue, I think it was called. Really good.
Okay.
Turns out they have one of those in Tuscaloosa too. It's kind of like an institution.
Yeah.
So for my Alabama fans out there, I do like that.
Okay.
And I didn't hate Alabama when I was there. That's nice. So,
We also learned that David hates the iced vanilla berry Red Bull.
very much.
He's very much anti. Don't do it.
Red Bull, I'm willing to sponsor. Just send me other flavors. Watermelon's good. I had another one earlier. It was wild berries. That one's really good.
That's good. Okay. And he doesn't like the Oak Ridge Boys, but that's okay. Vocabulary. So you used 2 phrases today. You said sing-alongable,
Yeah, I like that.
but you also used the word vamp.
Yes.
So I looked it up really quick.
Okay.
Quick research. So it's a noun. And in jazz and popular music, it's a short, simple introductory passage, usually repeated several times until otherwise instructed. It could also mean the upper front part of a boot or shoe.
Yeah.
It can be a verb to mean to attach a new upper to a boot or a shoe, or to repeat a short, simple passage of music. I don't know.
I also thought it was to when people are talking to like kill time to get to a next part of something.
To vamp.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
don't
I'm
know.
not seeing that here, but that's
You know
all
what?
right.
It's okay
That's
if I
okay.
make up things. It's fine. No one's gonna fact check this thing.
Correction is our apologies. We want to apologize
We have a lot of apologies.
for making any defamatory. Inflammatory.
Yes.
Is it inflammatory?
Just
Inflame?
say stereotypical.
Okay. Stereotypes about people of the South, whether they have poor spelling skills
Well, Dolly said that, not me.
or their tendency to spread sexually transmitted diseases.
I didn't say the South did. I said country music did.
Well, you said country music did. But anyway,
All right.
yeah.
And sailors.
Oh, sailors, we did. We talked about, sailors.
That's good.
Yeah,
They
sorry
go-
about the sailors.
They go port to port.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Playlist, we think you should listen to our 80s country playlist. We also think you should check out Space Time Dimension.
Yes. Everyone could use an STD.
Yeah, everybody, Yep. What is it? What's it say? Catch us at a bar near you.
Catch us at a bar near you.
I love that. That's
I love
great.
it too.
Challenge is if you your challenge is to.
Did you say space time? What? You say continuum?
Did I say continuum?
It's dimension.
Dimension.
Yeah, let's at least.
Did
name
I
the
say
band right.
continuum?
I don't know. Kind of
I
sounded like
might
you did.
have.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
You're too smart.
I don't know. Challenge is put it on your bucket list.
Yeah.
To check out the Poteet Strawberry Festival.
It's good. Maybe also challenge yourself to go out and get a little twitty on the weekend.
Yeah.
Use the opening line. I'm a man with a slow hand. That's what you do. So I've got an easy
Or
touch.
use the pickup line. Excuse me, I think you have my chair,
That's right.
and see how that goes.
Or
see if that still works.
Can I drink you a bite? All right, from the early 80s urban country sound, urban cowboy sound, to the rise of neo-traditionalist sound. I added that after you said it, Rob. Country music went through many changes during the decade. Unfortunately, as much as it changed, that brings us to the end, or maybe fortunately, according to how we've offended the South today,
I know.
Of this week's episode. We hope you've enjoyed our look back at our favorite 80s country songs. Big shout out to you, our awesome listeners, whether you're tuning in for the first time, please come back, or you're a longtime subscriber. We can't thank you enough for hanging out with us this week. Hopefully, we brought you an hour or so of some laughs, some memories, Twitty, some other things, STDs. I think we covered all that. Don't forget to listen to all new episodes. Totally 80s 90s Recall every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
That's correct.
I also found a vamp can refer to a seductive, flirtatious woman
Oh,
who uses her charm or sexuality to manipulate or exploit men.
that's
So,
probably how I was using it. It's probably the context I was going for.
Whatever.
That makes more sense.
Whatever. What are we doing next week?
Next week we're going back
boy.
35 years. And we're covering what was considered a blockbuster at the time. We'll weigh in to
I
see
like how you say that. It was considered.
we'll weigh in if whether or not we believe it still is blockbuster worthy, but we are going to cover Kevin Costner's Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Fantastic.
From 1991.
Fantastic.
I think it's going to be good.
I think it's going to be a good.
Movie
stuff.
Hand will be here.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Heading back to Sherwood Forest.
Yeah. It's not streaming anywhere. I found that out.
Robin Hood, Little John running through the forest.
Oh, not the animated one.
No, it's not the animated one.
Dang it.
I do like the animated
That's
one.
really good.
There's a scenario that the animated one is the best version of Robin Hood you can watch. It's that, then Men in Tights. And then this one.
True. Yeah.
And then the one that
And then this one.
the one Russell Crowe did was really bad.
Yeah, it
So
was bad.
I would steer clear of that one. So, but we're going to tee that up next week. That's going to be lots of fun. And we'll go from there.
All right.
Hopping around the forest, drinking some mead.
Some mead.
Yeah.
Your father-in-law
Sacramento
used to
wine.
he made mead. He made mead at your wedding.
Wedding reception.
The reception.
Wasn't at the wedding. Wife wouldn't have liked that. But at the reception, and it all got drank out.
No mead at the
I
wedding.
think you sampled some of that mead that night too.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
It was good.
You look like Friar Tuck, as a matter of
It was
fact,
honey
at the
something.
wedding.
Honeysuckle.
Honeysuckle.
Honeysuckle? No.
Yeah.
Was
So-
it? Anyway.
After,
was good.
I'll just say after our reception, a lot of people got some twitty with the amount of mead that was getting drank. So, all right. Well, you got anything else?
I got nothing else.
What do we say here, Rob?
Any fancy goodbyes?
I have no fancy goodbye.
No, that's right.
Well, wouldn't it surprise her? I got a sympathizer as long as he's bottles.
I love this
Ooh,
song.
that's good.
Well, I'm a sitting on a bar stool acting like a
darn fool.
That's what I'm a doing today.
tonight.
I love it.
Drinking, trying to keep from thinking I'm boozing my troubles away. And I couldn't make her stay. Well, doggone her anyway. She can't say that I didn't try. Pour me another one. I'm finished with the other one. I'm drinking my baby goodbye.
Like it.
Oh. How can you not love that? That fiddle goes hard. Twitty hard.